Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of the Dairyman Starry. My name is Frank. I hope you're doing very well. It is a scorching day today. We are out in the 66. We just cleared up the last of the trailer load of bales to this field, all but one, which we'll have to come back and get on the with the class Torin. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to these straight away. These were baled up a few days ago. It did rain day before yesterday. So we weren't able to get them in, so I left them out yesterday just to kind of dry off again. They'll do no harm, they'll be fine, and we'll get them in. They're nice and dry again now, so we'll get them in. As you can see around me, the spring barley is looking a glorious golden yellow. So it's we're probably about 2 weeks off. It's been sprayed off there, we've desiccated it, and now we just need to wait about 10 days or so, and we should be good. So that'd be fantastic news if we can get cracking with that, which hopefully we should be able to soon. But yeah, it's really kicking along. That rain that we did have, though, is going to be very, very good for some of our other ground that we're hoping to get one more cut of silage off of. We'll see how that goes, but it is looking very good, I must say. We probably got about 12, 13 mil in the course of about 4 or 5 hours, I think, so it really did come down there. And now what we're going to do, we do have two brewing trailers. We're going to unhook one right about now, and we'll unload it with the class. You can see where we've been loading that section of the shed back up. We're also going to try and come out into this next section over as well. But what we will do is turn this around. We're going to block up the shed a little bit. We're going to drop it off. We're going to go and take the next trailer down to the, which is there. We're going to take that one down to the other fields in the extension. Let's get around there safely. Wonderful. And then once it's in the extension, we're going to go back up to the yard because there's some updates. So there's some pretty cool things that we need to go do and sort out. And then we've got some slurry to go and put on as well. So I typically kind of get one of these. The weather for the next few days is good, so the hay will take no harm just being outside for a little bit longer. So that's why I'm going to kind of just leave this trailer here for now, I reckon. Be wonderful. Let's just pop out. Happy days. So yeah, we're going to get a few other jobs done that I want to get done now. As you can see, there's a few fields around here that have now been cleared of all things hay, so we can get some slurry put down, get the big tankers out there and get that going. So yeah, we'll be doing a bit of that. We're also going to be saying hello again to an old friend, and we've got some drilling that we're actually going to start doing after we had that bit of rain the other day there. I want to get that started with the winter barley drilling, just so we can get it in the ground there. Whilst we have that moisture, we can roll it in, give the seed the best chance to get going, really. So I think that's what we'll be doing. Yeah, lots to crack on with anyway. Lots to crack on with. It's been a busy few busy few days, sorry. Got a lot of hay all baled up and done now, so that's looking good. Happy with that. Right now, everything that was on the deck mode has been baled. The rest of the ground, we'll see. We might put into just cut off its silage. We'll see how we're looking though. We have got a bit of time in which to make that decision, I would say. But for now, we're just going to swing wide. Perfect. We're going to take this one up, like I say, to the extension land. Then we'll go straight on up to the top yard. And up we go. So how you doing anyway? I hope all is fantastic. Do let me know down below what you're working on, what you're driving as always there, and how it's all coming together. I know a lot of you are starting to work very hard at this time of year, so always love to know how that's going and what that entails. We've made some good progress so far, I would say. We're probably in the best position we've been for a while. Now that some of this ground is really starting to kick on a little bit as well. Weeds are everywhere, and the verges need trimming back a bit. But we're going to have a look at that. And yeah, we might even come into here and get a little bit of a cut off here as well, I think, because this is looking not too bad there. It won't be great stuff by any stretch, I don't think, but it'll be a start. So we'll probably look to come and get that. Now what I'm going to do is there's about half a dozen bales in there, I do believe. There they are. Okay, stacked all those up. We'll get those after we've got this bigger field here. But yeah, we'll get those all brought in sooner rather than later as well. This is where having two loaders, one at each farm, is really coming in handy now, actually, I must say. really starting to come to my benefit. Okay, we'll swing a bit wider. Hopefully we can get ourselves tucked in nicely there. I'm going to try and hug the gate. There we go. That's a bit of a tight turning for these longer trailers, that's for sure. But we'll stick this in the middle of the field anyway, and we're going to come back to it with the loader, probably later on tonight actually. And take care of all this. Just unhook it all. Alright then. And just like that, we'll get ourselves back on up to the top yard. Well, we've got a few different machines to shuffle around now. We've got to do a little bit of driving here and there and get everything sorted out there. But we will see you back up at the top yard in just a moment or two. Alright folks, welcome on back. So as you can see around the yard here, a lot of grass is already rocketing up, really growing. There is a sizable amount of land around here that is probably going to get an average third cut off it. I think it's all going to depend upon how much rain we have and if we can keep the sunlight going as well. We will need a bit more rain though to get anything for any kind of decent third cut. But we'll see how that one looks. We will of course get some slurry down. But the big news, the big news is look what has returned. The glorious 7710 is back in the yard. We have fully fixed the transmission bearing. Sounding and riding like an absolute treat. No more oil leaks coming down underneath here either, which is fantastic. Well, it does mean, however, sadly, is right about now we're going to go on a road trip with the 4840 for the last time, take it back to its owner. I've cleaned it down, even gave it a bit of a polish there, and it's just looking beautiful. But what about this for a pairing? Aren't they just two beautiful old tractors? Really are nice. So we're going to jump on in anyway. For the last time. Oh, doesn't get old. Does not get old. We're going to take this away. Now, as you can see there, straight ahead, I do have the... We've filled up the Cavernaland drill earlier on today with with our winter barley. So we're going to get out there soon to get that all drilled in. Probably later on today. Before that, though, I think I'm going to spread a bit of slurry in the 7710. Now, what I do need to do is head back on up to the main, or to the yard where the mechanic of mine lives and works out of. We're going to drop this off. My pickup is down there already, and we'll bring that back sadly. I'm delighted to have the 77 back. A bit disappointed that we are losing this old girl, but it was always going to be the case. But yeah, just a beautiful tractor to be able to work with. Check out our maze as well. It's really kicking along. Really is looking great. We've got a little bit of oilseed rape down here as well. That's probably not going to be too far away. That might be the first stuff to go actually. So I'm hoping I can get into that soon. And if I can, that'll be great. We just need to squeeze ourselves around there. There we go. And yeah, so we'll all systems go again with the original fleet. That's going to be great. We don't have any draft work to do just yet, apart from the drilling, of course. Everything else should be good. But we will get that onto the plow sooner rather than later. It's going to stay on that new slurry tank of ours purely because it's the biggest, heaviest tractor that we have. Really kind of be able to boss that around a little bit. And we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, other than that, everything else is full speed ahead, really. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on. Our new dairy boss is looking good. He is really kind of getting into his groove now, which is great. Enjoying working with the herd, got a good setup going on, so he's happy, which is great. It means that he takes charge of early milking, which means I can get on with a few other things around the farm at the moment there, and I think that's a system that works very well for both of us. We're just going to swing into here. There's the old truck, and I think we're just going to put this back where we found it, really. Get back into the shed here. Another beautiful old 3330 over there as well. Really nice set of tractors he has here. Yeah, all we wanted to do really was get it put to work, see how it managed, see how it performed, and honestly, I could have asked for more. It's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. That's it. What a machine. What an absolute machine. Let me just turn this off. Because of course I left the left my beacons on. And alright. That is it. It's time to say goodbye. I don't particularly want to. Really don't want to. Beautiful tractor. Bye, friend. Bye. Don't leave me. Bye. Bye. Oh. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do then, folks, we're just gonna go jump back into our truck. We'll see you back up at the yard there, because we've been doing a lot of driving. Let's jump back into a familiar old driving seat into the 77. And yeah, let's get that hooked up to its new yoke on the slurry tanker, and we'll try and get some slurry out down in the lower yard there. Even maybe if we get everything cleared up fast enough there, we might even get out onto the extension as well. So we'll see how we all get on there. But first thing, what I'm going to do is just take a drive back past one of my oilseed rape fields, just see how that one's looking. Actually, you can see that we had to block up this here entrance. This is, if you recall, this is because we had fly tipping in the vicinity, and since then the forestry team have actually been very blooming busy, and they've just destroyed the area. They've taken absolutely everything down. So they've left the rubbish so kindly, which was a little bit annoying. So we're gonna have to see what we can do about that. But this is my field of oilseed rape that we need to get looking into. We'll get this hopefully lifted, and then there's going to be some barley going into here. It's looking pretty good, I must say. Not be too far out. And we did put the logs over the other entrance as well, so we'll have to move those, I'd imagine, first. It's not looking too bad though. Aside from where we did have the crop destruction, it's looking pretty good actually. The shells are going, the pods are going a little. There's a few of them that are starting to go a little bit white, which is a sign that they start to crack open. But it doesn't look like it's going to be too far away. It has all been sprayed off as well there, so we'll just have to wait a little bit longer to get in. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm happy with that. And it doesn't look like it's been too badly riddled. Pigeons didn't get onto it when it was established. Now remember, I didn't actually drill that one. We did acquire this land after it had been established, so it doesn't look too bad though, like I say. So I'm hoping again next week or so we'll be able to get the combine firing back up again and get going with that, but it's looking pretty decent for now. What we'll do, we'll just head back in up to the yard we go. Excellent stuff. And on with the slurry, I reckon. It's going to be a good way for us just to get some time back in the John Deere, and I'll do a bit of that this afternoon, and then later on this evening, like I say, I think we're going to head on down to the extended yard with the Torian, load up that trailer, and then we can bring that one back to the yard as well. And we should be good. So I'll catch you back up there where we get into the 77 again, and we'll get cracking with that old beast. Now, the other day there, I did sweep out the silage pits, so when we are ready to go for maize there, it's all going to be coming into here. Not too far away from that, but there's a lot of other things to get done first. Hopefully we'll get a few more bales in here by that point as well. But in we come, and oh yes, right there it is, folks. I have missed this old brute, that is for sure. Now what we're going to do, just come on through. We'll open up both of these gates now, and we can just back straight up and up, get the new hi-Spec plugged in, and then we'll get on with it. So we were without this machine for quite a while in the end, about 6 weeks I think it was. Initially when we ordered the first bearings for it, I think they were shipped from the US, and when they arrived they were either damaged and or missing something, so we had to reorder the second pieces. So they did take a few weeks to arrive on their own. But I would say it was worth it all in all to get this one working again. The value of these guys, if we jump back in here, the value of a good 77, 7810 now is shooting up. I saw one for sale the other day. I was, in all honesty, curiosity got the better of me. I was looking to see if there was any possibility of actually purchasing one of these. And maybe looking at the idea of, you know, getting rid of the 6820 and just keeping a fleet of old classics around there. And it was £45,000 I saw one for sale. 45,000. I've had that one now for 4 years, 5 years, and I paid a lot less than that. I paid about 30, and I thought that was a bit expensive at the time. So yeah, it's remarkable actually, frankly, very remarkable. What we're going to do is we're going to fill it from here because we're going to try and keep this lagoon emptied where possible. And then we'll get ourselves on down, head out there to get some of this slurry, or this hay ground, covered with slurry, and that'll give it its best chance for a good third cut. Perfect! We're done, we're off. It's nice, it is just a bit more comfortable in this tractor, it really, really is. I was even looking at old 7800s, so the predecessor to this this brute, but even they kind of hold their value a little bit, so we'll have to see somewhere. See, but that was just a fantasy, really. The 6820 has done nothing wrong for me yet. It's still working away, it's still a good tractor. And if I was to get another one, it would be with a front linkage on and the PTO, so it could power and run the drill for me. And maybe even the mows as well, should it come to it. But for right now, no, we'll just stick with what we got. It has got a heck of a weight behind it though. It is lugging this along. That's why I like using this John Deere as well, because it is bigger, it's heavier, it doesn't get kind of manhandled around by the tanker and the weight of the tanker when it's full. It can completely control all of that, which is good to see. Gives you that little bit more comfort, especially in this area here. There are a lot of hills that we're working on. I want to be safe when we're doing that. That's for sure. And we have baled this this field on our right here has all been baled up since we were last with you guys as well. So that does need to get stacked up at some point. Not a whole deal of bales on there, but a few just to keep the sheds going, really. And so we'll get that picked up again. That can be a job for. I might put the loader onto the 6830 just to handle that one, I think. That'll be a nice, simple task there, I would say. Alright, and then in we come down here. Since we last spoke as well, I think I've got another 15 cattle at the moment arriving. My attempts to expand the dairy fleet down at the bottom yard here, it's taking a bit more time with the current market. Is not in a great place. Price of cattle is expensive because cattle movement is proven to be harder and harder. So we have to be very selective. Certainly not getting the numbers in that I thought we would be at any given time. But we're trying to make our best to make it work there. And to a degree we have, so we'll see. Blooming heck, look at the size of that maze. Blooming impressive, that'll be good. Alright, so now that we have a full load, I'm just going straight around the corner here. I think we'll probably just start in this field. I'll have to walk over at some point to go and get the torque wrench to remove that last bale. Awesome. So what we'll do, we'll just start. We'll take the left half of this field first, I reckon, and we're just going to fly through this as quickly as we can. There we go. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Let's just pull down that cruise control there, but so slightly. Lovely stuff. And we will just get this field done, and then after that, yeah, we're probably going to start with a little bit of winter barley drilling as well on the 6820. So we've got lots to do here, but I just wanted to really show you that our old girl is back. The 7710 is looking beautiful, all fully fixed, repaired, and looking like it's ready to go. So we'll be able to get cracking with the old school fleet and see how it looks. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you all next time. Until then, though, I have been Frank. I do hope you have enjoyed. Stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.